A man is in custody after the sheriff says he assaulted a deputy after trying to make a food delivery.
It happened last night at the Kraft plant at Bradley and Mattis Avenues in Champaign. That's where 31-year-old Devontae Gathings was arrested. WCIA3's Katie Moore is live in our newsroom. So, Katie, why was 911 called to Kraft even in the first place?
Jennifer, the Champaign County Sheriff says Gathings threatened to shoot up the Kraft plant after a security worker wouldn't let him inside. And when crews arrived on scene, Gathings was not cooperative and put a deputy in a chokehold.
There were a lot of things at play here when deputies were there.
Champaign County Sheriff deputies responded to the Kraft plant after a 911 call was placed around 7:30 p.m. The sheriff says the suspect was delivering food for a delivery service to Kraft, and when company security wouldn't let him inside, he threatened to shoot up the building. That was 31-year-old Devontae Gathings. Sheriff Harmon says when police arrived on scene, Gathings was not being cooperative when they were trying to handcuff him.
Him and the deputy went to the ground. Now, luckily, there were several other officers there at the time, because unfortunately what happens is, you know, a chokehold, which is what the deputy described as occurring to him, could be justification for deadly force.
The deputy was able to get out of it and the suspect was arrested. The sheriff says while he never wants to see a situation like this, he's thankful it did not escalate further.
This could have turned out completely different. That deputy could have died, or that deputy could have used deadly force against this individual. Luckily, it did not come to either of those two scenarios.
Gathings was charged with aggravated battery, resisting a peace officer, and threatening a public official. He's also being charged with DUI. The state's attorney says Gathings had a blood alcohol content level of .106 at the time of his arrest. And we reached out to Kraft for a comment, but haven't heard anything back. But that's not all. 32-year-old Joelle Hamlin of Chicago was a passenger in the delivery vehicle. Hamlin was also taken into custody yesterday evening. He was arrested for an unrelated incident, a domestic altercation back in October. Reporting live in the newsroom, I'm Katie Moore, WCIA3, your local news leader.
All right, Katie, thank you.